A powerful earthquake of 6.7 magnitude hit the northeastern region of the country in the wee hours today. 7 people have been killed and over 80 have been injured. Relief and rescue operations continue in full swing. Prime Minister is personally monitoring the situation. All schools in Manipur have been closed for a week. Tremors were felt in neighbouring countries as well. The quake claimed 2 lives in Bangladesh. Combing operations at Pathankot Air Base in Punjab continue for the 3rd day. 1 more terrorist has been killed by the NSG, taking the total number of terrorists eliminated to 5. There are reports of a 6th terrorist being killed as well. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has called terror strikes at Pathankot Air Base a Fedayeen attack. He said the objective of the attack was to cause loss to its strategic assets. Jaitley said that security forces were successful in meeting all 3 objectives of ensuring strategic assets not hurt, minimal damage and liquidating or catching terrorists alive. NIA has taken over the investigation of the Pathankot terror attack. Meanwhile, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval's visit to China has been put off in the wake of the attack. Thousands paid last respects to the martyred soldiers of Pathankot operation. Mortal remains of Garud Commando Gursevik Singh were consigned to flames at his native village in Haryana with full military honours. Last rites of NSG's martyred Lieutenant Colonel Niranjan will be performed tomorrow at Palakkad in Kerala. Afghan security forces and ITBP personnel have gunned down at least 2 terrorists during an encounter after attack on the Indian consulate in Mazar-e-Sharif in Afghanistan. Afghanistan's President Ashraf Ghani made a telephonic call to Prime Minister Modi to brief him on the terror attack on Indian consulate in Mazar-e-Sharif. President Ghani also strongly condemned the cross-border terrorist attack in Pathankot. The Ministry of Defence has informed that 4 army jawans in Siachen Glacier came under an avalanche on Sunday, and despite all possible efforts, none of the jawans could be saved. The Ministry of Railways has prepared a concept paper on Rail Development Authority of India, which has been uploaded on the Indian Railways website. Suggestions have been invited from the public by the 30th of January. The authority will undertake 4 key functions, including fixing of tariff and determination of performance standards. President Pranab Mukherjee today administered the oath of office in secrecy to former Defence Secretary Radhakrishna Mathur as 8th Chief Information Commissioner at a ceremony at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. 62-year-old Mathur, a retired IS officer of Tripura Cadre, will have a tenure of about 3 years. 3 people have been arrested with arms, ammunition and a Pakistani mobile SIM card in Mohali, Punjab. According to the police, they had links with smugglers across the border. Many cases of murder and kidnapping have been registered against them, but there's no report of them being in touch with terrorists. The odd-even formula for private cars in Delhi went through its first litmus test on Monday after coming into force from the 1st of January. The first working day after the long New Year weekend break saw crushing crowds at stations, trains and public transport vehicles. Around 600 car owners were fined for violations. Pollution levels in the capital have remained largely unaffected. Last rites of veteran CPI leader A.B. Bardhan, who died in New Delhi on Saturday, were performed today at Nigam Bodh Ghat. Earlier, people from all walks of life paid tribute to the departed leader at the CPI headquarters in New Delhi. In its biggest fall in more than 3 months, the benchmark BSE Sensex plunged by over 537 points to crack below the 26,000 mark. NSE Nifty too lost 172 points as worries over China's economic slowdown and geopolitical tensions in West Asia combined to spook investors. Saudi allies Sudan and Bahrain have also announced that they're severing diplomatic ties with Iran following a similar move by Saudi Arabia. UAE too has downgraded its ties with Iran, which has accused Saudi Arabia of stoking regional tension. Tension between Iran and Saudi Arabia has increased following execution of prominent Shiite cleric Al-Nimr by Saudi Arabia. Protesters targeted the Saudi embassy in Tehran after the execution, prompting Riyadh to act. The Supreme Court appointed Lodha Committee today came out with a blueprint to rejig cricket administration in the country. The committee recommended separate governing bodies for IPL and BCCI and bringing the BCCI under the RTI Act. It also gave a clean chit to former Indian Premier League COO Sundar Raman.